The following video contains spoilers. If you are concerned with obtaining spoilers, well then why in the world would you click on a video titled Spoiler Alert? Ha! Reevaluate your life. Enjoy! Guys, take off your hat in respect.
Respect for the dead!
Cause Superman got knocked the hope out! Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. What's up, guys? I'm Pimentel, aka MiniTangled, and this is the review for Batman vs Superman and Batman 1. Yeah. Reppin' the Batman shirt. That's right. Reppin' Dark Knight all the way. Not that this beats the Dark Knight in any way, shape, or form, but I would have to rate this movie a 7 out of 10. It wasn't terrific, it wasn't exceptionally good, but it wasn't bad. Definitely wasn't a bad movie. If you live under a rock and you're not familiar with this movie, I'll explain it. Okay, so basically this is a movie where Batman and Superman don't agree with the way they handle justice. So they go and butt heads, and with Lex Luthor in the mix, he's like, I want them to fight, because everyone wants to see that. That's why we're here, to watch the movie. And it takes a long time for that to happen, but it's all good. And Wonder Woman's there too. I'm not sure for what reason, but she is. Now this is a sequel to the original Superman movie, Man of Steel. Is that what it was called? I don't even remember. It was terrible. But they actually put a little clip at the very beginning of that movie as a little hey, but in Batman's perspective, which I thought was really cool. This was more of a Batman movie. It revolved more around Batman. Ben Affleck was #1 in the credits. I was like, what? Isn't this a sequel to Superman? Shouldn't Superman be #1? But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But basically, the first 2 hours of this movie was Batman looking at Superman on a TV screen and Superman looking at Batman on a TV screen. And just be like, oh, I don't like what you're doing, and well, that's wrong, and nothing happens. It's like basically like middle schoolers when they would always talk crap about each other to their friends, but then never follow through, never do anything about it. That's like basically this, only with superheroes. But in all seriousness, I felt like the movie was more centered around Lex Luthor, like they were both trying to stop Lex Luthor individually and then they end up working together to get him, but it was more about stopping Lex Luthor than each other. Jesse Eisenberg plays Lex Luthor, and I was really hyped when I first found out that he was going to play him, because Jesse Eisenberg is so intriguing, and he played Lex Luthor, who's an intriguing character, and he did a great job in illustrating this character on the movie screen. Like, he had a little Joker style going on. Like, no Heath Ledger, don't get me wrong, but it was pretty interesting. He delivered his lines in a very good manner. Good in the sense, like, crazy, but yeah. Which is a good thing. Whereas Wonder Woman, who had like a little Catwoman, Dark Knight Rises type of feel, where she really didn't even need to be in there. She like comes in the very end to save Batman, and it's just, I don't, she didn't have to be in the movie. She really didn't. At one point, Batman hacks Lex Luthor's lab tech stuff, and he has all these files of like Aquaman and Flash, etc. You know, building up to the Justice League movie, and I'm like, this is getting hyped. The first time Batman and Superman encounter each other is when Batman's trying to hijack Lex Luthor's truck to get the kryptonite, and Superman just like standing right there in front of him while Batman's in the boatmobile. Side note, I don't really like how the boatmobile looks in this movie. But anyway, and Batman rams Superman right in, and obviously the Man of Steel is not going to get affected, so the Batmobile got trashed, which was hilarious. I'm still Team Batman, but that was hilarious. And the only words Batman says is, "Do you bleed?" And then Superman doesn't say crap because he's a wimp, and he flies away like a coward, and then Batman goes, "You will." Like, it's so intense, and just like, that's the Dark Knight right there. That's the darkness that I love about Batman. Batman's voice is kind of a step up from the Dark Knight franchise. Like, it sounds more cooler, because like the other one in the Dark Knight franchise, it's just fun to make fun of. Where this one, it sounds more cooler, robotic a little, but still. Another aspect of the movie where I have to say they one-upped the Dark Knight franchise was the Batcave. They depicted a lot more cooler, more high-tech, and by far the coolest thing I was like tripping when Batman flies his Batmobile into a water, like freaking Universal Studios old school ride or something, and just drives in, and that's where the Batcave is, like underwater and everything. It's just like, it looked cool. Side note, I really don't like how they made Batman do the brand stuff where he puts the bat signal on people, like, and burn them, and I don't like that. It's too sinister. I'm sorry, it's too dark. Too dark, Dark Knight. Okay, but the real talk, the fight between Superman and Batman. Who will win? It starts off with Batman put the Batman signal out to lure Superman in, and like he has like these little toys. Like, first off, it's like a Sonic thing, and that doesn't affect Superman. And then he does the bullets. I don't know why Batman would have done that, because obviously that doesn't affect him either. And then he throws in the big guns with the freaking kryptonite grenade things, which was really cool. But it was intense, but I felt like I wanted a little more. Like I feel like the setting between the fight should have been more dramatic. Like freaking not as dramatic as like Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars, like with the lava and everything. But I don't know, the setting was just like an old condemned building, and make it more intense. I'll say Superman got a few good punches, but come on, by far Batman won. When Batman had the spear and was about to kill Superman, right there, I mean, we all have to admit, even Superman fans have to admit, Batman won. At that point, Batman won. You can't be like, yeah, but he didn't kill him, so technically not. Nah, he won. He won. He could have killed him. Then you could also say, well, Superman could kill him anytime prior to that, and yeah, that's true, but Batman won. So then Lex Luthor comes in the picture, and then they end up teaming up, and blah, 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 boring. And then Wonder Woman comes in and whatnot, and Superman supposedly dies, and they try to do this whole sequence, and it was like, I'm sorry, Christopher Nolan, you tried this before with Dark Knight Rises, and we didn't believe Batman died then, and we're not going to believe Superman died now, okay? Come on, the Justice League movie's coming out. How are you gonna have Justice League without Superman? Like, who are you trying to fool? The 10-year-olds that are watching? Yeah, you may have got them, but you didn't get us. Anyway, that's what I thought of the movie. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to disagree with me. Bye, I'm Angel Tony Pimentel, aka MiniTangled, and thanks for watching. Say you're falling down.
If we're falling, the ground around is shaking. Don't be mistaken, cause success is what he taking. Lights, camera, action for the video creation. Been working hard, improving our 6 years in the making.
MiniTangled. This movie was Batman looking at Superman in a TV screen. The first 2 hours of this movie was Batman looking at I am the Batman.